I'm working hard, I'm sacrificing my life, I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain. Even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I will still move a mountain and do what I want. I got salt to beat with my rhyme. You inclined to feel me one time. If I gave you something realer, would you comprehend the feeling of emotion that I put in my line? I got salt to beat with my rhyme. You inclined to feel me one time. If I gave you something realer, would you comprehend the feeling of emotion that I put in my line? I'm a catastrophic and catatonic gas at an error rate. I alleviate for the leniency of the listener, misinterpreting my cadence for continuity. I engineer with ingenuity. My flow should really supersede the sea, a scene of promiscuity. A positive solution for pollution of the purity. I personally purge the verse, immerse the words. I learn to work, assert, search, a servant, nurse. I serve a curse, a hearse, they even have a hearse. I'm taking what I wanted and I bet I do. You never knew a nuisance in a necrophiliac. The way I kill a fuck a track, a hypochondriac. I stay away from people, though I'm isolated, but I like it. In love with the craft, I create a different reality. It's all inside my head, it's insanity. Very terrified, I'm living by myself and the struggle seems to consume me. So I'm peeking right the corner in the corridor of life. The definition of an artist that was starving for the light. I'm insecure and lacking confidence.
What's going on YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid. What we have here today, bam! That's right, these are the reverse Bred's Jordan 185 high. These things here, they pretty cool, man. I know it's not all like that by any means. Trust me, the picture do not do these things justice. Like if you see these things in hand, I know this colorway, a lot of people was making a lot of jokes. I get it. And probably from the video as two, you guys are probably gonna say, but I'm telling you guys, once you guys have these things in hand, it's different. You know, it's the color blockage is actually really nice, and you know, it definitely pops and it definitely goes well together for sure. Now, do I like these better than the OG classic colorways, like say the Chicago ones, the Bred Toe ones, or even the actual original Breds? Do I like these better than that? Of course not. No, they're not. These are not better than that. But these are definitely worth more than that. But that doesn't mean that these are better. No, I like those way better compared to this. But it's still pretty cool, man. These things are actually pretty nice. And you know what? The little 85 hints to it, it's not that big of a difference, really. You know, I know a lot of people want to compare stuff, but comparing these to, you know, other ones, it's not that big of a difference. You can definitely, once you have these in hand close up, you're like, oh, okay, I can see, you know, how these could be like the 85, you know, because they're supposed to be pretty identical to what they first released. But anyways, these things here, really limited. These things were about, I think, 23k pairs total worldwide, and they were actually specially numbered. And majority of the releases was LA, New York, and Chicago. But Chicago definitely had a lot more pairs, probably like thousands and thousands. I'm sure people was, you know, if you were in Chicago, in the Chicago area when these dropped, it would probably could have got these things, you know, somehow or another. And I know these things didn't really release during All-Star weekend, but I feel like they were still an All-Star release. It was basically, you know, a week prior. It was kind of like that, like, you know, that little bit of taste for when things to come. Now, out of the whole All-Star weekend of all the shoes, I feel like this is probably one of the best releases. The best one to me is definitely the pack, but you guys already know that story. That was just stupid hard to get and all that. But I do like these way better than everything else that came out. You know, like the Off-White 5s, I like these a lot better, and also like, you know, other releases as well. But these things here, they're cool, man. They nice. But you know what? Let's just go ahead. Let's just jump into this review real quick, huh? Take a look. Let's take a look at this 360 throughout. And yes, if you look at the leather quality, is it anything crazy? No, I don't think so. It's okay, it's cool and all, but to me it feels like the same thing that we've been getting since, you know, like say the Chicago ones back in 2015. I feel like it's still the same, and I still stand by it. It's a little bit more shinier. It, you know, it has like a little synthetic leather. You guys can see that smooth leather. Is it anything crazy? No, but it's still pretty decent. Doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean it's trash by any means. It's still pretty good quality, and it's still a nice pair of shoes. Toe box here, you can see the whole preparation throughout. Yes, it comes in this color scheme. You see the black and the red. Take a look at the Nike swoosh going through the middle. Now what set this off as an 85 pair, what they're calling it, is the wing logo. You guys can take a look at this little wing logo here. It's a little bit of that detailed indentation, kind of fade off. It definitely does look like from 1985 if you guys want to compare to the other ones. Yeah, compared to the Chicago ones, and look at the difference between this wing logo detailed and compared to this one. You guys can see. And is the ankle collar that much of a difference to me? Not really. It's supposed to be higher, they're saying. I think they're just about the same, really. It's not that big of a difference. But the cut on the ankle collar here, this is a little bit higher compared to what we've been getting. If you guys can see here, see how the cut up here compared to this cut. Inside the sock liner, you have your sizing here, right there, and then it has their, I guess, that 19, 10, 23. But yes, it does come with your lace down to the first eyelids. It does come already laced up with your red laces here on the first eyelid, and it does come with the extra set of laces here. It comes one in black. It does come with this little retro card here, your little OG retro card inside. Take a look at that. Take a look at the nylon tongue here. It is in black, and you going up to the top, you have your Nike Air tag on top of the tongue. Inside the insole, it does have a little different. It's like a little branding card. It looks like it says the model, the sizing, the code, and everything else. And the color, the date, November 14th, 84. If you guys can see, just a little card, little production card here, it looks like. Take a look at the midsole here. The midsole here, it does have a little bit more detailed. Look at the little detail on the midsole, a little bit more grainier, I feel like, definitely compared to what we've been getting. And then of course you had that red iconic Air Jordan 1 outsole. I'll just touch on the box and everything, what it comes with. You guys see it comes with your Air Jordan 1 red Nike box. Inside the paper, you have that little clear paper inside. It does come with dust bags here. You got the Nike Air dust bags, and on the dust bag, it basically will tell you what number it is here. Like it says, this one says 6,705 out of 23. So there you guys have it. These are the reverse Bred Jordan 1s that came out. Pretty limited, pretty hyped up. Definitely a good start, kickoff for the All-Star weekends in Chicago. These things here, they cool, man. They nice. I'm not gonna say it's the best by any means, but I don't want to sound like I'm dog on it, because I'm definitely not. I think it's a really good shoe. Do I like it better than the original colorways of the Breds? No, of course not. I like these way better, but this is still not a bad shoe. But these things are quite expensive, so if you guys are trying to get the aftermarket price, these things, depending on sizes, is pretty expensive off the bat already. For a size 9.5 is about $800 to about $900. But I'm still a little mad at myself because when these first came out, it was basically one of the first reservation releases on the new app, and I know a lot of my friends actually did get these things because of the new app, and all it did was they spent a little bit of money before the app, and then that way they were able to get their points, and they went for these things. And I think everyone that basically it was like a tier 3 and had 10 points, they basically got them, because the Chicago store in Nike or in Foot Locker, they had so many pairs. Like they had a lot, like thousands of pairs. And even if you made the trip to come up there and get some unclaimed pairs, I think you could have got them. But I wasn't gonna take that risk. It was a little, it's a far drive and everything. But like I said, a little disappointed in myself, but it's all good. Now, are these worth what they're, what they're going for? In my opinion, not really. I don't think they're really worth that. My little hype business came out. I feel like I just had to have it. For that $1,000 price on these things, that's a lot of money for these. So is it way worth it? Honestly, not really. I feel like something is more justified, like the Unions or the Off-Whites, or even the Chicago ones. I'd rather have these than these. But that doesn't mean that they're a bad shoe. It's still a great shoe. It's just, I don't think it should be on that top tier. I mean, at the most, I feel like the perfect price for these would probably be like, $500-$600. But right now they're going for way too much, about like that $900 to $1,000. You guys let me know if you think it's worth that price point. Will the price go down on these things? Probably. I think they're gonna keep dipping down, especially after All-Star weekend and people starting to get their pairs and stuff like that. But then again, just watch out because tax season right around the corner, and you know, prices go up. And with this color blockage, man, anything is pretty easy to like go with, man. Especially you know, something red, black. It just, these things pop on feet for sure. Are these the best Air Jordan 1s that came out this, you know, going to be this year, 2020? I don't know. I gotta see what else comes out. So far, I think the pack got it. Like, out of all the shoes that came out All-Star weekend, I think I'd rather have the pack, you know, especially since it's 2 shoes and it's, you know, it's, I love that colorway. But this here is still pretty cool, man. These things are actually pretty nice. But you guys justify it. You guys let me know what you think is, you know. And plus, I don't know what else is Air Jordan 1's coming out. So honestly, I'm not even sure if I'm actually gonna really keep these things. So we'll just see about that. I'm pretty sure these gonna be in like pretty much everyone's top 10 releases at least in 2020. So we'll just see about that. You know, of course, we still got a whole year to go. And anyways, that's pretty much the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below and please hit that bell for all the notifications for when I do drop vids. Don't forget to follow me at all my social media at JumpermanChris on IG. Sometimes I'm on Twitter, but don't forget Snapchat. Anyway, guys, I'm JumpermanChris. Peace.